Okay, so guess what? They are re-releasing the Amiibos. So screw you scalpers, they are coming back. Okay, so quick story, I was actually at GameStop not that long ago, a couple days ago. I'm not going to say what GameStop, and I'm not going to say what employee, but a certain employee, we were talking about Amiibos and stuff, and how they're going away, and how it's really annoying, and blah blah blah, they're really hard to find, whatever. And then they came up, and they randomly said, like a little side comment, they're like, oh yeah, you know, actually, we got an email not that long ago saying that once the waves of Amiibos are done with, they're actually gonna re-release them all, so it doesn't even matter. And I'm like, excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? And they're like, yeah, we got an email from GameStop, and they said like that Nintendo told them, I guess, that once all the waves of Amiibos are done with, they're going to re-release all the characters so you can get them again. So, I have no physical eye-to-eye contact with this proof, but this person seemed completely confident with what they saw and what they read. The only thing is, they said, hey, ooh, actually that's probably confidential, don't tell anyone. So, sorry? I think you guys needed to know. So yeah, and in other Amiibo news, just today there was leaked some pictures of a gold and silver Super Mario Amiibo. And if you can see by the pictures, that's the Mario they're going to be coming out with later in the Super Mario Amiibo series. So hold on to your hats because it's about to get even more crazy up in here. So with all this Amiibo craziness going around and me being a collector and a hardcore Nintendo fan, I'm getting really kind of mad, kind of sad that all these Amiibos are so hard to find and so hard to get, and that people are buying up a bunch of them and trying to sell them online. So I just want to tell you guys today my story and give you my opinions on all these Amiibos and what's going on. Alright, so from the beginning, Wave 1, which came out in November. Now, if you know, November comes before December, and December there's Christmas. So I didn't really have any money going up to Christmas. I just didn't have anything. So when these Amiibos came out, I just didn't have any money. And I had no idea some of them were going to be really, really hard to find. I literally remember going to Walmart and seeing 4 Wii Fit Trainer Amiibos just sitting there. And you know what? I think there might have even been a Marth now that I think about it. And I'm just like, oh wow, there's a whole bunch of them. You know, I'll have time once I get some money after Christmas. I'll go buy these. That was a mistake. So yeah, so Christmas rolls around, Santa Claus, ho ho ho, coming up. Now I have a little bit of extra spending money. So with that, I went on a little road trip. So I went from my father's house to my mother's house, and that's about 3 hours apart. So on that little road trip, I stopped at literally every single Best Buy, Target, Walmart, GameStop, and even a Toys R Us that I could find. And I think in the end, I counted there was 6 Best Buys, 5 Walmarts, 5 Targets, 3 GameStops, and 1 Toys R Us. So, a lot of stores. Now, if you're following me on Twitter, you probably would have seen these updates of my little Amiibo hunting adventure. So you probably already know what I got and everything. But with that first initial road trip after Christmas, I found that all these Amiibos are really hard to find, and I only got the commons. I got things like Mario and Link, Pikachu, Donkey Kong, Peach, Samus, Kirby, Yoshi, Luigi, and Zelda. And then actually, on my, I think, 5th or 4th Best Buy, I actually found a random Little Mac, which is one of the uncommons, I guess you'd say, from the second wave. And then later, a few weeks after that, I randomly went into GameStop, and they had a Diddy Kong. And then, not that long ago, maybe a week or 2 ago, I was in another Best Buy I hadn't been to, and there was this randomly 3 pits right there. So I got one, and he's opened right here, and then you can see over here, I got one, and I'm keeping him in the box. Now, I'm not keeping it in the box wherever to go sell it on eBay to be a stupid scalper. I have it so that I can trade with someone. So if someone out there has an Amiibo I don't have, which you can see all my Amiibos here and there. So if you got Weak Trader, you know, Villager, Marth, even Star Fox. You know, I couldn't find a Star Fox, but I know lots of people have those. So hit me up if you want to trade brand new unopened pick. But after my whole trip, again, I would call into GameStops and Targets like all the time, just checking to see if they would have anything come in. Because while I was on my trip, one of the GameStops had another employee that I think was slipping me some confidential information. He said that they actually get a list towards the end of the week that says what amiibos they're going to be getting in later, what characters and stuff. So sometimes they'll randomly get a Pit, sometimes they'll randomly get a Captain Falcon. So what you can do though is you can ask them, hey, do you have any amiibos that are going to be coming in, maybe different characters and stuff, and if they're cool, maybe they'll tell you. If not, who knows. And then with those random ones that'll pop up, you can actually put a pre-order down on it before they even get it in. So if you don't know, a couple days ago Sunday, there was a Rosalina and Luma had come out, which was one of the exclusives to Target. So there's a third wave now. I have those all pre-ordered except for the exclusives. So far I only got Bowser in. He's the only one that has come in through GameStop where I pre-ordered them at. But as you can see, I did get a Rosalina and Luma. So how did I do that? So what happened was on Sunday night, I figured out that those had come out. So Sunday goes by and I'm hearing stuff online and on Twitter saying, you know, oh, I just got my Rosalina, or I went into the store and I had to like wait outside, and and everyone swooped up all the Rosalinas and Lumas like pretty much right away. But then someone told me, hey, you should probably call into Target tomorrow morning because some of the stores may have not put the Rosalina and Luma figures out Sunday. So hey, you might want to call it up. So Monday morning, I call up the 3 Targets near me. I ask, hey, does anyone have one? Only one of the Targets did, and they only had 4. So it's like, please, just hold that for me. I had to go to school yet. He's like, sorry, they're first come, first serve, so it may or may not be here. I go to school, and then right after I rush over there, and I find out they had 2 left, and I got 1, and then some other dude got 1 like right afterwards. So lucky me, I actually got a Rosalina and Luma. So even if you don't really believe my very skewed reasoning for why the Amiibos are going to be coming back again, there is a little bit of glimmer in the horizon, I guess. If you don't know, there was confirmed that Marth, it was said by a Nintendo guy that Marth is going to be made again. And I think that's partly because they literally released an Amiibo trailer for the new game codenamed Steam. And they're showing how you can use all of the Fire Emblem characters on that game. And the first one they show is a Marth. And I'm like, really? Really? How are you going to show that in a trailer for a game that's not even out yet? And no one can get that. That is the most rare Amiibo right now. But then we're like, hey, no, don't worry. We're coming out with it. So I'm like, okay. And then I saw another Amiibo trailer for Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. And I was like, okay. Because in this Amiibo trailer, they showed that you can use Kirby, Meta Knight, and King Dedede. So Meta Knight is the Best Buy exclusive from the third wave of Amiibos. So I'm thinking there's no way that one is going to be super rare. Like, they have to make that one again. If they're going to literally advertise that you can use it in a game. You know, like, oh, here, you can use it, but sorry, you can't. Come on, they're not that cruel. I hope. Alrighty, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. What? Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at officialcnd. In a little bit, I'm going to be giving away some demo codes for codename Steam. I got a whole bunch of them. Make sure you follow me and you'll see a post about how you could win one of these in a little bit. And then make sure you subscribe because there's going to be a lot more content coming up on this channel. And yeah, Bowser out.